welcome back to Untitled Fan Favorites. I can hear myself. Welcome back to...
Can you?
And it's from my end. Haha, great.
Yeah, because you probably had the stream open.
I do, because I should, just in case. But yeah, I am Low Energy Videos, and I have been having a day. So I've been kind of looking forward to this. And I am joined by the Majicus, who
That's right.
has once again returned to talk about his beloved Final Fantasy IV as we play it.
Well, you know what's been really, really awesome? I want to show you before we start. The Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set has come out, and I have just started working on collecting the Final Fantasy IV Magic the Gathering cards here.
Ooh.
So we got, like Cecil the Dark Knight. Here we got Cecil Harvey. They're like the alternate art ones. The Kane, the Traitorous Dragoon. I don't know, maybe that's spoilers for later. The Traitor. You know, we got our Chocobo Summon, which this is versus the Antlion, which we're about to do, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Rydia's Return, that's another thing that will happen later. The Mystidian Elder here from the beginning of the game. Yeah. The Elixir here. Baron, Airship, Kingdom. Yeah, there's a bunch. I'm still working on getting all of them, but like, I think these two are probably my favorite of them all. Yeah, I don't know if it'll focus on these. Yeah, there we go. That's probably as good as it's gonna get.
Nice.
Yeah, they're cool. One of them is like $20, so.
Magicus making this about both Final Fantasy and Magic cards. He must be in heaven right now.
It is. Like, look, I'm here. You know I'm going to talk about Magic cards. The Final Fantasy set literally just came out. How can I not talk about
True.
it?
Alright, so standard stuff for everyone. Please like, share, subscribe. We got a link down the doobly-doo for any sort of donos. And we also do the other thing with U.F.F. with Chesh, who's going through Crisis Core. I think we're about over halfway through Crisis Core now, so we'll be getting to 7, the remake of 7 pretty soon. And we're still looking for that third person for their own game that they will just gush over. They will just splooge with the fan juices all over, all over the crevasses. The many crevasses of our souls. But hey, we all got our games, we all have our interests, and without further ado, how about we just jump into it? So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I have been doing just the smallest amount of grinding. Just the smallest amount, but nothing crazy. Every once in a while I just circle the hovercraft here and fight something, and then after a few fights just stop. So, yeah.
This is fortunately a game that doesn't really require a whole lot of grinding. I do like that there are these imp fights that have 8 imps.
Yeah, it gives it a sort of epic. More games need that. We don't need one final boss of a dungeon that's super strong. Give us endless waves of minions to make us feel like a badass.
So the After Years kind of does that a little bit, where the final boss of the After Years is really like a multi-stage thing, and part of it involves the boss repeatedly just chasing you and attacking you throughout the dungeon, and it's kind of an interesting concept they played with there.
Alright, so before we go in the cave, do we need to get some healing going on, or what?
I usually use a tent. Yeah, I would use a tent so Rydia gets her MP back.
Okay.
Technically, if you really wanted to be really skimpy on it, you could fly the hovercraft back to Damsian Castle and go up and use the healing pots, which are free.
True.
But we just use. You have enough gil. You can use that fucking 100 gil for a tent. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. So here we are in the Outline Cave.
Yeah.
That was
There's some treasure chests to grab here, which are pretty obvious where they are.
I don't like the design of the treasure chest. They look like an unfinished JPEG.
I like how they. Oh, so yeah, the rods are pretty effective. I think the Adamantoise is actually. I think he's weak against ice.
Okay.
Singing is not going to do basically anything.
I don't
Edward
know.
is
That
the
Gobbo
most
just committed suicide because he sucked at playing his lute.
it can sometimes randomly inflict status on enemies, and one of them is Charm, which is probably the best one because it'll attack itself. But usually Sing is useless. It does almost nothing. Edward is just not a good character in this game.
No, but he's not meant to be, is he?
No, he's not. You don't have him for a whole long, like a super long period of time.
I've noticed that with the older Final Fantasy games, they
Go up
really
first,
don't
up.
mind. Oh, okay, they really don't mind just dropping characters or even killing them off. Nice. That's nice. But I kinda don't mind because we play these so rarely that I'm not really as invested in. That's why we have you.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Cecil is totally useless against these guys. They are immune. They're basically immune to physical attacks.
Yeah.
Only magic damage hurts them. So usually I don't bother fighting them. I just run. Edward's heal ability is going to use potions in your inventory, so I would use it sparingly.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of cool, as it lets you use healing items on all your characters at the same time, but it actually costs you items to do that. So he doesn't get like actual healing magic, but he gets an ability that's similar to it.
Level up. Ah. Oh, needle.
Yeah. So you want to go to the left there, left and then up and then left down.
Gobbo. Domovo. Domovo. Domo. How do you pronounce that?
Domovoy. I'm not actually sure. I want to say it's Italian.
Okay, so go left.
You want to go left into the and down. Yeah.
Ooh. You know what?
So for these enemies, yeah, it's fine to just use the rods for these guys.
Nice.
I will tell you that Edward is a long range character, so keeping him in the back is fine. His harp attack does work from the back row.
So he's hitting it from the back. Good to know.
Yeah. Yes. His sing effect, well, like I said, it will sometimes do things like charm or silence the enemies, but it's very hit or miss, and it's not terribly useful. Cecil and Rydia are really carrying this team. Yeah, there's 2 treasure chests you can go up here to get. This is not a long dungeon. It's only like 3 floors, and the 3rd floor is literally just the boss room. This is meant as a pretty quick in and out.
That's why it took us a month to get here. Right,
so you're gonna go down to the bottom right. You can come back up here from the 2nd room. So.
All right.
So one of the cool things is that there's, I don't know if you're familiar with like randomizer games, but there's a randomizer version of Final Fantasy IV called Free Enterprise.
I think you mentioned it last time.
Yeah, and in Free Enterprise, Edward is still like kind of terrible, but they gave him one minor improvement. The spoon weapon that you can get, that's the most powerful thrown item in the game, they made it equipable to Edward, so he actually gets the most powerful weapon in the game as a item he can attack with.
All right.
So he almost becomes a useful physical attacker with it. But yeah, he's just like, he's terrible. He's a coward, and like his story arc is trying to overcome the fact that he's a coward. He's also kind of sickly and frail. Like he's not like
It's just an
one of the beefy,
endless
strong
parade
boys
of
here.
failure for this character.
Edward is a fucking twink, alright? Let's be real. No, go up in that room, because
Okay.
this is an important room.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I mentioned it last time, but his name actually used to, in the original Japanese, it was supposed to be Gilbert, but the problem is in here,
stop.
it doesn't actually fix. It's 7 characters to write Gilbert, so they changed it to Edward. But there actually is another character in this game whose name is Edward.
That means
So Edward. He only gets 2 weapons, and this is his 2nd weapon. So it's a minor improvement.
Yeah.
So his attack is not as bad. But yeah, the other character in the game whose name is actually Edward is Edge. And that's because his name is Edward Geraldine, so Edge comes from the first 2 letters of his first and last name.
They really just went for stuff that the Japanese just thought, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so...
Then again,
Good old Gil.
like they haven't lost that at all, because the latest Final Fantasy game, the main character's name is like Clive or something, isn't it?
Yeah, kinda. You can get this chest up here first. If you want to grab the one to the left while we're here. But then we're going to go into that cave room. Honestly, the flans are usually worth just running from.
Yeah.
They're just a pain in the ass to deal with. The fact that Cecil can't hurt them with an attack makes him basically not even part of these fights.
How do you get away again?
Hold the shoulder buttons. It's Eleanor. Yep. I don't know if you're playing with an actual controller.
Oh yeah, I've got the 360 controller here. But it's not
Oh,
a
okay, yeah,
360 controller.
that's the one I use with the PC as well. So
Hmm.
I'm assuming you're on the Steam version.
Yeah, the Pixel remaster thing.
Yeah. I have the Pixel remaster both on Switch and on Steam.
So we've been also playing Final Fantasy 3, and I don't know how far we are into it because we play it so rarely. But I have to get back into that. I want to finish it before we finish this.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you can save? Like, what's this for again?
That's a save point.
Yeah.
You can use a tent. You can save the game there.
Emergency exit. It kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah. So this is like the halfway point of the dungeon. It's a very small dungeon.
Hmm.
Like, you might consider using a tent if you want to restore her MP. You're basically just going straight down to the boss room now.
So tomorrow, I should be doing I should be up to Sligo with Commissar Feelgood, and while I'm out there, I might try to give you guys a live stream out and about, but no promises. If it is, it'll be in Swagman's.
You're just going straight down here.
Yeah. What the?
Don't question why it looks so suspicious. You'll be fine.
It looks very suspicious. Like I've seen.
You might want to use a potion on Edward before you get down there, though.
Yeah. Giving me strong sacrificial altar vibes.
Yeah, you know. You also might want to sort your inventory so that the items are, your potions are on the top. If you just go to the top right, hit back once. Now go over one more. Sort. Sort items. That'll put your potions at the top of the menu. There you go.
Yay. The UI really didn't change by Final Fantasy VII. Or it started to get weird about 8, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. 8. So 7 was kind of a break from like the traditional classic fantasy stuff. And then 8 went really off the fucking rails.
Just the UI. Just the UI.
Yeah. And then 9 is like kind of a return.
I liked how in 9 you could have like this camera in camera what other characters were doing at the same time. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. So like the antlions tame, it would never harm us. And it's like,
and then he just gets eviscerated.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Right,
very, very important. Stop. Don't press any button. If you attack him, he will counterattack you with any physical attack, okay? It will hurt. So don't have Edward attack him. Only have Cecil do physical attacks.
Okay.
You can have him do a physical attack, but he will counter.
So right, what about her?
It didn't hurt as bad as it should. This is where we did the card from earlier. Remember Chocobo Kick? You want to have her summon Chocobo on him. We're doing this right now.
Nice. Oh damn. That was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Yes. Okay, well the counters in the original hurt, I think, more than this, but yeah, the idea is that you don't really like. Edward is not very useful for this fight because he doesn't have a good way to damage this guy, and like every attack you do just triggers counterattacks. But you're also at the point where the damage is not really meaningful, so.
Yeah, I kinda made my choice, and I choose violence.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. You can see the cool Chocobo kick here.
Yeah.
Kick him in the face.
It's a big goofy face, which is hard to miss. Some of the artwork looks better than others throughout these games, let's be real here.
There we go, it got him. We did the thing! We did the card.
We did. And I did it. Aw, 17! Grumble, grumble. Playing the Sand Ruby.
Well, like I said, Edward sucks. Alright, well, the Sand Ruby, if you remember, is the thing we came in here to get.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rehash. What exactly are we doing? We're getting the Sand Ruby.
Because it's the only thing that can cure Rosa's desert fever.
Ah. I love how the music just stops.
Yeah, so... yeah, you gotta walk out of here now, which, again, it's not too far. So you gotta go up and around.
Well,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, at least we'll get a level up. I don't taxi. I like how they double speed it up, make speed up the combat, but I wish you could actually set it to be even faster.
There actually is a configuration in the menu where you can adjust that.
Ah. There.
Yeah, if you open up your menu and go into the configuration option,
Battle
yeah, you can
mode.
change the battle speed and how fast battle messages come on. You gotta be careful because some of them, if you get too fast, it gets really hard, like the demon wall. But for most of them, like if fast is fine. Like
I will see.
if you're good at the game, then very fast is also fine. But I think this was the first game. I want to say this game introduced the ATB timer, where the like as soon as the enemies like their bar kind of fills, they automatically take a turn. Nope, not to the right. So there's wait and then there's active mode. Wait means that whoever's bar fills, like it's their turn, they get to act before anybody else's bar will continue to fill. If you do active, then everybody's bar is filling all the time, and as soon as it's their turn, you can do stuff. So if the enemy's bar fills, they just do stuff immediately, and then it starts filling again. But if your bar fills first and it's on wait, then they'll just stay paused, waiting for you to take an action before theirs will continue filling up. Wait allows you to do things a little bit more strategically. Active is a little bit more challenging.
I suppose what would be better for grinding? Would you say for like the interims between these episodes?
I mean, once you're at like a high enough level, it doesn't really matter because it's just a matter of preference. Like active usually keeps it faster, but for like you will find again with like certain battles, like putting it in like very fast and active can make it a lot harder, especially with things like the demon wall, where after a certain amount of time in the battle passes, like it becomes extremely difficult. You gotta go up. Yeah, because it'll start doing just like instant kind of kill attacks. So it can definitely like affect how you approach certain battles, but for the most part, it's okay. Nope, not here. You're going down to the left. We're going around the shoals. We're going back to Kaipo. It's probably better to just have Edward default to actually attacking.
I don't know. I like in big like area of effect attacks. It kind of like they just do my job for me. Which if he is a coward,
also
then yeah.
He sucks, but he's still strong enough to kill him. So like he's not that bad. Like he can at least kill some of the terrible enemies. Yeah, so here, just go back to your map for a sec. I'll show you where you're going. You see those shoals to the left? You're gonna go on out in those.
Yeah.
And then go down. Yep, and then you go back over to the desert on the right. And you're going to the middle of the desert here. There you go. Remember this place?
Yeah. I remember.
Well, that do you remember which building she's in?
I'm gonna say the inn.
The top right one.
Either gonna be that or the other one.
Yeah. There's not a lot of choices in town. Alright, let's go cure Rosa and get us another party member. I don't know how or why a fucking sand ruby cures a fever, but sure.
Why does it look like an egg?
Yeah, I don't know. It probably is, to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose an antler. Maybe it's like an antlion egg, and they just call it a sand ruby.
That's very possible. That's probable.
Goblez, Golblez,
Golbez. Oh yeah,
Golblez.
yeah.
More crystals
Oh,
in a Final Fantasy game? What?
oh yeah, that's right. Actually, expository dialogue. This box. Yeah, here we go. So is the last couple cards I had just gotten for this.
White Mage Rosa has joined the party.
Here we go. This Golbez guy they're talking about. That's this dude.
Ooh, he's so generic.
He's like a wizard, but he has like really badass black armor on.
You know it's nighttime because I put a filter on everything. It's like when you go out to Mexico.
Yep. Oh yeah, the other three that I had picked up and I hadn't put away yet. We got Tella, we got Rydia, and then we have the one that's Kane and Cecil together. Ah.
Fucking Jawa is about to kill him.
The Sahagin is also there is a card for that in the new Final Fantasy set too. It's the only Merfolk card in Final Fantasy, the Magic the Gathering set. You're fighting our only Merfolk enemy.
Damn.
Edward, you just have to believe in yourself. Just believe.
Jesus, you really do, because he just leveled the fuck up.
Yeah.
I just wanted to basically be your cheerleader one last time before I go to hell. What? Wait, hell? Yeah, I was into some fucked up shit.
Yeah, something like that. Like, it's not far off from what happens. Yuck.
Alright.
Nailed it.
So,
Alright, well,
we got Rose.
so now there's only one place you haven't been to yet, and that's actually kind of right near where we just were. You're gonna have to take the hovercraft and go back towards the Antlion Cave.
Okay. Now do I need to head into town before I leave? Any secrets or
You
anything
can
at
check.
levels?
There's not really much in this town. There's nothing particularly worth getting.
What about an upgrade for her? Like, what sort of weaponry she got? Good stuff.
I think she comes with a bow and arrow. Yeah, she's an archer character.
A white mage is an archer. Alright.
Yeah. Look, don't question it. This is just how it is.
I don't know. I mean, fuck yeah that she's not giving into stereotypes. I was just expecting some sort of staff or perhaps even a stave.
She can equip them, I believe.
Alright, so back to the Antlion Cave. Yay, the shawls. I love the shawls.
Yeah, the shoals suck. Okay. So yeah, you go up north. You're going to go across the shoals to the right again. Then go down. Now you're going to go to the right. Not to the Antlion Cave, but over to the right here. There's a little path here that goes up into the mountains. That's where we're going.
All right. Should I save beforehand or just go straight on?
You may as well. It's like it's fine.
Not like we're playing Iron Man mode or anything.
Yeah.
Mount Hobbs West. I didn't read the rest of it.
So here's the thing. Now, if you remember, Rydia's spell list currently has like ice magic and lightning magic and a couple other spells. She doesn't know fire.
No. She knows warp.
And
she can control all the basic elements except for fire. Poison, toad,
right.
stop.
Well, can you think of why it is that she might not know or want to cast fire?
She can still smell the roasting remains of her family in her nostrils.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So here, this is really kind of funny and terrible at the same time because they're about to traumatize a little girl again.
Oh, don't worry. The salmonella that will kill you will justify you not enjoying fire.
It hasn't even been a few days since like her parents died, really, and she's already expected to now cast the spell that just killed all of the people that she's ever known.
Scream at the child. Technically, sound magic would work just as well. Or thunder. Thunder would have enough kinetic boost to it. Pizza.
Yeah.
It's
pizza time.
What pizza is it?
We got pepperoni and green peppers.
I've been stuffing my face. I've had a guest over, and they have been. They brought over tons of food, and we went also wandering. But still, I wouldn't say no to that right now. Actually, you know what I want? I want an ice cold lemon Coke. That's what I want. Yeah. Hey, you crazy kids, get a room.
All right. Go to the left first. Sure. To the left first. Other left.
All right, but I just want to get the scale. I want these guys dead because someone's about to level up. Skelly, Skelly, Skelly! Jesus, Skelly.
So if anybody didn't know, yesterday was International Pay Your Mods Pizza Day, which is definitely not a holiday that I just memed into existence. But I may have gotten pizza money as a result.
That's alright. It makes me almost think I should have gotten in on that. You know, help out the cause for a good cause. But I did get crisps a few days ago from one of my people, so I go wrong. Oh my god! Stop hitting her. I did not. You did.
Jess, we live in a house with a cat. We cannot just keep the pizza box open. You know exactly what will happen.
I worked up an apple fight today. I did lawn work today.
It's true. I saw you like trim down all the branches and.
Jim told me to stop because he was like, I don't know where all these branches are.
You seem to be getting your ass beat right now, Lev.
I noticed. What the fuck? You know what?
Try fire magic.
Yeah, okay. Hit her one more time. Go on. Alright, there. Jesus! All just to get Cecil leveled up.
Yeah.
Gain 10,000 gil. Thrifty spender. Nice.
There is there's a save point that's in that area to the left. So just be aware. If you need to use a tent to get some mana points back, then it's a good spot to do it.
Yeah. I like the background, the way it moves. So that's perspective. That's nice. Say the word there.
Do not use fire on the spirits. Yeah, the Pixel Remastered has a lot of really cool graphical effects that it adds, like especially to the backgrounds. And there's also like you saw in the Antlion Cave, there's like an ochre layer where there's like dust and stuff flowing through. I think that's really neat.
Nice. This isn't one of those games. Oh, we got life. This isn't one of those games that have you can't fight spirit creatures with like regular weapons. You need like silver or magic or some shit like that.
No, they absorb fire damage.
I saw.
Which is, it sucks because most of the undead enemies are actually weak to fire. Flying enemies, however, are to arrows.
Nice.
The rod should also be okay against them. You gotta be careful. The cockatrice, it can paralyze you, I believe, or turn you to stone, right?
That's right. I mean, we got tons of golden needles, but that shit can get out of hand fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you remember, on your like literal second battle of the entire game, you got like one of the rarest items in the game.
They got goblin.
The cockatrice is another one of the special enemies that can drop a summon of themselves.
Ah. Well, let's roll those dice.
It's really rare. It's like it's like a 0.5% chance. And there are two other enemies besides the cockatrice that you wouldn't have it yet.
How's the pizza?
Acceptable. I mean, pizza is delicious, so
Yeah.
we got jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread with it.
Ooh. We got this great. We went to this really fancy restaurant earlier today, and we came out of it with this sort of buffalo wing sauce that is so lip-smackingly like tangy that you have to be really careful with it. But we have so much different types of breads and meats and all that. Oh, it's just great just to glaze everything.
All right.
Everything's getting glazed.
Before you go up there, make sure you're healed and equipped and everything because you're about to go into a boss fight.
All right. Bombs are normally goofy, but I think these might be the goofiest bombs. They look like Pokemon.
No, these ones are dangerous because they can and will blow up in your face.
Well, they all blow up in their face. That's the thing with the bombs.
Right, well, if they use their explode attack, they probably will kill you. But I would definitely heal your characters before you take another step.
Maybe some ether too, maybe?
You could consider it. Actually, no, they don't need it. I was going to say, if they're at like half MP or less, then I would, but they were actually close enough. It should have been fine.
Dude, it's a Street Fighter character.
Yeah, it really is. He is the martial arts character in this game.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
I respect the handlebar mustache going on.
Oh yeah. Yep. He's cool.
Mom bomb. Okay.
Focus will let him charge up his attack and then deal double damage with it when it finally pops off.
Nice.
It's mostly used to avoid like counterattacks from certain enemies.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Kick does a weak attack that hits all enemies.
Yeah.
And Gird increases his defense by a bunch. It basically, Gird lets him just stand there and do nothing, and then reduces the amount of damage he takes by basically all of it. I think in other games they called it brace.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like it's like super defend. If you're braced, then you basically don't take damage. I would heal Yang because it's about to get fucked. This thing is about to explode and it's gonna be mean.
Hey. You know what? Chocobo. Oh. Well, look at that.
Alright, well, you need to kill these things as fast as you can because you only have a couple turns before each one of them is going to explode on your face.
That's fair.
So, Rosa should probably be focused on possible, and everybody else should be dealing as much damage as they possibly can.
You cut out about Rosa. What is it?
Heal your people with Rosa and have everyone deal as much damage as they can.
Okay. Then she drops dead. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem is a lot of your party is going to drop dead if these things explode on you. Because I think when they use explode, I want to say they deal damage equal to like their current health or whatever to whoever they blow up on. So it can be nasty.
Only one left though. Would it be that bad?
Well, you're a little bit higher level coming into this, so you managed to take him out in time. But basically, like every one that you fail to kill in the amount of time that you have will like do its explode attack, and it will deal a fair bit of damage to whoever goes out with it. So, I'm gonna grab a soda. I'm still listening to hear.
No worries.
No, the mini fridge is just on the other side of the room. I'm not going. So, you found out that he's the last of the monks here, and he's about to get his entire kingdom is about to get fucked by gold.
It's a lot like what
Fun stuff.
George Lucas said. You know, like it's poetry, it rhymes. I've seen so many Final Fantasy plots that have very like they're all just hitting the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again.
But this one did it a lot earlier than other ones did, so it gets more of a free pass than that. This is also one of the first Final Fantasies that had like a very kind of intricate narrative to it.
Yeah, I mean the one I played before, it's very bare bones, and the ones before that are even more bare bones. Jesus.
Everybody, look! It's Butters!
Everybody loves a little butters.
Blah 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 blah.
Show the belly. Show them the belly.
We are powerless against such kitty cat.
Oh, I'm also I am reading chat if anybody watching wants to heckle us or comment or whatever. So don't be afraid to jump in. I'm keeping an
I
eye
am an
on it.
incredibly easy target right now. I'm running on like 5% battery life. So
Butters, say hi.
Say hi. Butters is a sweetie. Loves to eat all the food. Do you have any sweeties for him? He's a little baby.
aw, silly goose has no comprehension of what's going on.
He only has 2 brain cells and one of them doesn't work right now.
I can relate, kitty cat. I can relate.
He is definitely daddy's boy. He's like fucking obsessed with me. I cannot lay down to go to sleep at night without him just jumping up on top of me.
Every animal seems to have like a favorite.
What would you do? What would you do for a treaty? Huh?
Yeah, he knows that he can suck up to mommy and get all the treats.
What did you
But if he wants like cuddles, he'll come to me.
do? You bark like a dog? You just went fish? What'd you do for a treaty? What did you do for a treaty?
Yeah, he loves the little Temptations treats.
Oh my goodness. What would the mother of the butters do? Treats.
Jesus.
Look right here. Right here. In front of
Oh
you.
yeah, these rats are the Gatlingers. They do a counterattack, so and it does hurt. So Edward is not a good candidate for attacking them. Probably focus on having Cecil and Yang do the attacks on the rats.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like as you can see, they're really mean. Rosa could probably do with casting a few curse spells right now.
Yeah.
The rats are also not a terrible choice to have Yang do his like focus attack on.
We got Kira pretty early compared to the previous games.
You do. When you're out of combat, usually using cure spells is the most economical way to get health back, just for health to MP spent ratio. You got another chance. Maybe you'll get the cockatrice drop. Who knows?
Maybe. Oh, it's an end
Could
about
be.
cock.
You're
Trees.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible with Kim possible.
Do, 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 do. You can go into the castle, just don't accept the king's quest until you've done everything you want to do here.
Okay.
Specifically, I highly recommend buying the armor weapons in the shop there.
Okay. Should have enough gil for that. Should. Faster.
So you want to get all the stuff for Cecil here, and then buy an ice claw for Yang.
Just a bomb-ass pizza.
Yeah.
How much that set you back?
We don't ask questions like that.
Fair. How Irish of you. That's I'm just thinking, like, I haven't ordered a pizza in years, and I haven't ordered from Domino's in years either. Jesus. I'm due. I think the last time was when I did it on stream, and I got the biggest one from Apache Pizza I could, and it was too big to fit in the door.
We got a medium pizza, the jalapeno cheesy bread, and like 4 of the marinara cups. It was like $18 for all of it.
Alright. So, I mean, just compare that to what Combs would eat, you know?
Combs would spend literally 3 times that amount of just the pizza.
Right. That's even before he uses his food hack. Should I sell the Hades stuff?
Yeah, you're not gonna need it.
And the Fireclaw?
No. You want to make sure it's equipped on Yang.
He's got
You
the
can
ice
equip
claw.
2 claws.
Oh. Convenient.
At some point, you are gonna want to buy a Thunder Claw for him, but it's not necessary to do that right now. I do recommend. So going up forward is the King's Room, so don't go in there yet. Make sure Yang has some armor and stuff equipped, because I don't know if he comes fully equipped.
I don't think he does. I saw.
Also, spoilers: you can unequip Rosa and Rydia. They're not gonna be needing their stuff for a while.
Oh, ruby ring. Feather cap. Leather.
Rosa and Rydia can just lose all their equipment. You can remove it all.
Like right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's an option over to the right that says remove all.
Oh, your screen's in the way for me for that, so I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, and then like I said, you can just make sure Yang has equipment for all the slots.
I think he does. Yep.
Yeah, alright.
It reminds me of when I was playing Dragon Age Origins, and I'd equip the characters with the best stuff I had, and then because money, money would be
There's
limited.
a few items hidden in some of these things.
Yeah. Uses Wrath, Bomb Fragment, Arctic Wind, Ocean. No, I'm good.
Stinky. Stinkums. No. Get off that, you big boy. Booty boy. You big booty boy.
Remember when I told you we have a cat? Yeah, just...
I have a feeling your cat dominates your place.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, talk to that person.
Ooh, a Final Fantasy noise. Oh. Doing a Coyote Ugly. Nice.
Butters, what about this? Looks like this belongs to you. This is my dinner.
No, no, you see, it's Cat gets very communist and knows that it's everyone's dinner. Oh, Bacchus cider.
All right, I would go outside and save. Make sure you're healed up before you go any further.
Okay.
Up.
Save time and just go in here. Items shop. Everyone's sleeping in the same single bed. Hell yeah. Let's see, might as well think that we're here. And I have to get.
Are you happy, Butters? No, he's never happy.
I'd say it's the human condition, but, well, cat. Good enough. Alright. Equipment. Sorry about that. Dark shield, demon armor, demon hell, dark shield, yeah. Edward, fine. And Yang, yeah. Alright. Let's go to the king.
Yeah, you're about to get yourself in the middle of a...
Well, we're about as good as we can be without needing to grind, which I'm sure I could do for a
You'll
bit.
be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. But things are... They're not going to go well.
Well, the fact that you made two of my characters, like, basically stripped naked, yeah.
What? Come on. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
And I noticed it was the women who you made strip naked.
One of them was a child.
Ah, that's a middle-aged society. She's of marriage age.
She's like 5.
Yeah, and their mortality rate's pretty high. They gotta do what they can.
They have to be at least 8 before you can marry them.
Oh yeah, that's the okay. The Baron Warrior.
That was a joke, people. Alright?
The Baron Warrior's sprites is reminding me of something. And I don't know what it is. Like another game. It's not Avatar. No. No. No, any sort of range weapon would have been good in that situation, but no, let your castle be dive bombed. That's fine.
I mean, it's a castle full of monks. They're not exactly known for their ranged weapons.
The world's biggest throwing knife.
Baron has like mages and an airship fleet, and now apparently monsters. So
Special
not a good
operation
sign.
troops. The 3-day security operation to get the crystals. Damn, they didn't even fight, they just died. An army of Krillins sucks. Who would have guessed it?
Pretty much.
Oh, damn.
Oh no, they have spies.
That's on top of everything. I know it's the sprites of the guys in the cloaks are the shorthand for enemies, but you know, it does raise a question of how sentient a lot of these creatures are, because you know they trick and they talk to you and they have their own schemes.
They're actually, that's a plot point later. They're actually very sentient.
Edward, you suck. Ooh, the music's changed. Things are getting wild now.
His blue blood was not made for this shit.
No, he needs to be on top of a hill with like a box of snuff, getting all his peasant soldiers slaughtered. The ants down there, send another wave, that'll solve it. Don't worry, we have reserves. Turned into an 80s music video.
Oh hey, look, it's that guy. Remember who did that thing?
I do. Jesus. Like, I'm still tougher than him.
So it is technically possible to win this fight if you grind like a lot, but it doesn't change the outcome of it. You're supposed to lose.
Oh, it's like you can technically beat Beatrix in 9, but the game is like, no, that's
Yes.
not what happens.
You have 10 turns to beat her, and then she'll just automatically stock break you.
Yeah, the most you get out of her is that she gets a little winded.
We have now reached
ominous levels.
we reached this part of the game. The traitorous dragoon.
Sweet.
And now you've also met Golbez here.
Oh, he's a Sith Lord. Nice.
Yeah, he is. He's a badass fucking like warlock.
He kind of has a the judges or Justicars from Final Fantasy 12 vibe to him, but their armor was way more baroque and strange, like babies.
His armor is really, really big and black and.
Oh, he's a Chaos Knight then.
Yeah, he is kind of. Like he's primarily a magic user, but he gets to wear like really fucking big badass like Black Knight armor.
I love the idea of someone who's spec'd into magic wanting to also be really tough, so they're wearing armor and they're just completely out of breath because they're such weebs. They're just tiny little scrawny motherfuckers and like, I have to cast magic missile magic. Okay, so we got another 50 minutes. See what we can do with that. What? Using a spell like Cure in a practical sense out of combat? Blasphemy.
Yeah, it happens a couple times in the theme.
The first time I ever saw that was in Final Fantasy VIII when they're in the prison and they have the anti-magic field on. You can't use heal. And I was there like, but you see tons of people who are wounded anyway and you don't cast heal. What the fuck? Plot device piece of shit.
Well, the next part is going to be fun, so.
This part's fun enough.
Because right now you think that it's like, oh, well, I got my 2 party members back, right? Well, you got one of them back anyway.
Oh, we're all...
So, remember how I told you to unequip Rydia?
Let's make sure. Yeah.
Unequip Edward and unequip Yang.
Yeah.
No reason.
No reason at all.
So hold on, before you leave that room, go back up. There is a hidden item that's off to the right.
Silk, Demon Shield, and Ether.
Yeah, the shield is important.
Well, you need it. You know, it's like Voltron.
There's
you need to have the full set.
There's 3 levels of knight armor. Also, I think the pot on the left has an item in it. I don't know if you
I
grabbed
think
it.
I already. Yeah, I think I already grabbed that. Hermes shoes.
Okay. So,
Fuck our Hermes shoes.
don't bother healing or anything. Just go to the inn.
We gotta need to, do it?
No, but you need to do it for the store. But yeah, I was gonna say. So this is a fun piece of trivia here. There's 3 levels of Dark Knight armor in this game. I think it originally was Shadow, Dark, and Hades were the 3, and this one, what is? I know they made the 3rd one Demon in this instead, but there's no tier 2 shield. I think there was an oversight. They forgot to put a tier 2 shield in the game. So you skip directly from the shield you start off the game with and into the the final shield for the Dark Knight. You never get the middle one. Also, he's going to give you your tier 3 sword.
Nice. Oh, Deathbringer. The edge is real on a lot of these names.
Yeah, so the Deathbringer is actually pretty... Its status effect is a KO, and there are a few enemies that are actually susceptible to it that are kind of cool, like the zoos. Giant flying bird things. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of the enemies you're about to fight are completely immune to Cecil's attacks as a Dark Knight. That's, again, part of the plot here. It's like, oh, you got this cool badass sword, but like it's not even useful against half of the you're about to fight. Trying to learn the hard way that like being a Dark Knight's not all it's cracked up to be. I would save. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Whoops.
That's okay. You're not gonna get in a fight or anything. Just
Backsides. Backsides. How dare them with such language. There's Krendar there. Don't know what you're doing there,
Yep.
Magicus.
I don't know. Just
Being a
hopping around.
being a little goober. Little boat goober.
Listen, I don't know what you know, but there's nothing bad has ever happened on the ocean in any game ever.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real here. Everyone always points to the Titanic, but did you ask the lobsters if they're having a bad time? They were going to be eaten.
The effects that they did for the remaster here.
I was going to say, that's pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Even the way they made the ocean kind of shimmer is really awesome.
Mm. That's the thing with sprite work. It is more primitive than shit that came after, but yeah, it's in a way that makes it more timeless. Like like say in a...
Shiver me timbers.
Aw. That's racist to someone, I'm sure.
Holy mackerel!
The ruler
It's the ruler of the deep.
Aquaman? Oh, Leviathan. That works too. I'd have gone with Aquaman myself. That's not the time to do your Cirque du Soleil.
The entire crew is just fucking panicking.
Whee!
Bye, Rydia.
Bye,
Bye, Yang.
Come on, Edward. Go on. Go on, Edward. True.
See the little particle effects again.
He's in Bikini Bottom.
He washed up on a beach somewhere. I don't know what you remember about this town, but we're gonna find out.
I know it has a kick-ass soundtrack.
It does. Be careful who you talk to.
Oh.
You can just talk to him again. It'll undo it. The people in this town fucking hate you.
Oh, great. So instead of maybe talking to them, I should avoid them like the plague.
Well, you are kind of on your own and you do need help. But the random townsfolk have no fucking interest in helping you right now.
Buy anything?
Not yet. Go talk to the elder first.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we have a card for this.
From Magicus?
Where is he? Here we go. Ready? This guy.
Witch Hunter from Warhammer Fantasy? What the fuck?
It's the Macidian Elder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, this is the town that you started the game off by raiding and stealing their crystal and just killing off all their people.
Ah.
So they're still a little bit pissed off about that. And by a little bit pissed off, I mean most of them would probably fucking piss on your grave.
Mount ordeals. Okay.
Yeah.
Not very,
Oh, wait, we have a card for that too. They want you to climb up this particular mountain.
Ooh, I'm gonna become a paladin.
Yeah.
Oh no. Shenanigans.
Yep, now you get some help here. Good old Palom and Parum.
The music from Banjo-Kazooie is not infusing me with confidence.
Yeah, they're young. I think they're like 7 or 8, somewhere around there.
What's up with the child soldiers that can nuke entire continents in this setting?
Well, they're specifically training to be mages right now.
Alright, so what do I...
This is part of their training, but also there's another reason he chose them for this mission.
So?
So you probably want to go and buy...
Oh,
Go into the
wow.
weapon store.
Look at Palm's picture there. Jesus.
They're
That's
twins.
Ah,
Palom is the Bart character, and is their Lisa.
so what did you say we have to do?
Go to the weapon store because you weren't I think that actually check his equipment. I forget if he starts with a flame rod or not. He has an ice rod, right? Okay, so I would buy 2 flame rods. The healing staff is also not the worst option in the world. Actually, it's kind of pathetic in some of the games. Like I think the regular staff, if you use it as an item, does a heal, so like heal status effects. If you buy the healing staff, I think it does like a 1
Why
free.
can she not hold the staff? The rod?
No, she is holding a staff.
Rod.
No, she can't use a rod.
Oh.
Porum only uses staffs.
Armor?
However, so here's the thing. Yeah, in the armor store, go in here. There is a bunch of armor that you're gonna want, but the problem is you're not gonna be able to afford most of it.
I can't afford the knight's armor, but not. I could sell some shit and make it up.
Yeah, well, you want to, if you can, you want to buy as much of that knight armor as possible.
Like, more than one set?
You want no, you want one of each of the pieces, but it's like you probably are not going to have enough money to buy all 4.
No, I'd have to sell something. I got a lot to sell, but
All right. Well, we can go down the list here. Let's see. You can get rid of the claws. You probably don't need them now. You can get rid of the harp. He's not coming back.
Nice.
The dark shield can go away. Yeah, I would at least
Knight
get
armor?
the armor. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Yeah, that dark shield you don't need. The demon shield you have equipped at the moment. You can get rid of the shadow blade. You're not going to need that. I don't remember if they have those equipped or not. The bow you're not going to need. Keep the leather. I was going to say keep the leather for right now because you might actually want that in the future. The dark gloves you can get rid of. The ruby rings you want to keep. Iron gloves you can probably ditch if you want. Iron armor and dark armor can both go. Bard's tunic is not important. You can get rid of the leather caps. Get rid of the iron helm. Get rid of the dark helm and the iron shield. The Dreamer's harp is not important. Ditch both the iron arrows. And go up a little bit. See, that's probably about. Oh, you can get rid of the spear and the dark sword here. Not a whole lot else that you really like. Yeah, that's gonna be mostly it. Unless you want to. The remedies, I forget, they might be limited in this game for quite a while. You could sell it if you want.
It might save me one day. That's the whole point, isn't it?
You shouldn't need it the same way you probably shouldn't need the X potion, but I think you can't. I don't think you can actually buy X potions anywhere. But you may as well buy the gauntlets and the shield. You'll be fine with that.
Okay.
No, the gauntlets at the bottom. Yeah. Buy that and then buy the light shield. You'll just live with that. You can live without the light helm right now. Normally when you go through here, you don't have enough money to buy all the things. But the way that I recommend doing this is it's usually get as much as you can because you're going to want it.
So who, obviously...
No, nobody can equip it yet. That's the fun part.
So none of that is useful right now.
No, but it will be shortly.
All right.
So yeah, now you can leave town. Yeah, you're going over to the right here on the map.
Just in case. Oops, second screw.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one of the enemies that you're killed. Sometimes it will do its. It can activate its effect once in a while to instantly just kill that enemy.
Come on. There, Christ. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, you do like a little kind of up and down, all around kind of bullshit.
Sure, alright.
Yeah, see, that time
Insta-kill.
you actually...
Okay.
Yeah, it did its death, so...
Beaten path? Fire. Jesus.
Yeah, well, remember, then the
Yeah.
rats counterattack. Phoenix down.
Yeah.
Use her actual magic to. Alright. So, you're at the mountain, but there's a chocobo forest right below the. You should go there first.
All right.
Yeah, see, it's nice when you get that death proc off the sword. Alright. Again, use Porum to heal yourself. Alright. Now talk to the white chocobo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Why is that? Why is it the white one you want to talk to, not the black one?
Because
that's
we're
over
gonna
here
we're
in the
gonna
bad
talk
part
to
of
the
town.
black one later, but there's no black one here. The black one is actually more rare.
Huh.
The white chocobo is a free MP restore, so you can basically use it to just heal your party for free.
Nice. So, just any of them?
You don't need a regular chocobo now, but if you want, you can. We're just going up to the mountain.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I would save though before I go up here.
All right.
The climb up can be a little bit brutal.
But we got half an
It'll
hour.
get easier about halfway up the mountain. I suggest that we want to get through the trial top weekend for today because it'll leave you in a good spot to do a little bit of grinding.
Nice.
But we want to finish Mount Ordeal today for sure. So now we get a cutscene. So this is what Cecil's been up to, but what about everyone else? What about Golbez and friends? Colin. Scarmiglione.
Okay.
It's an Italian name based on Dante's Inferno.
Ah.
The four elements are four fiends of the elements named after characters in Dante's. This is the first of like his major generals.
Yeah, since the first one I've noticed, the first game I've noticed, there's always been these sort of like lieutenant demons.
Mm-hmm. Kane is all like, I want to kill Cecil. I want my chance at. So you remember, spirits they will absorb fire damage. Zombies will not take. Zombies are like flans for Cecil's sword. The skeletons and the zombies are weak against fire.
What does
So
Cry
those
do?
are fine to use. I think Cry. What is it?
Let's find out. Fluster the enemy.
Yeah, it's supposed. It supposedly does something useful, but like I don't think it's terribly useful. It's like I don't know.
Windcast. I don't think.
So it nullifies the defense for 2 turns.
Ah.
Alright, and yeah, in some other versions it halves it. In some versions it makes it easier to steal from enemies. I'm not sure what exactly it does in this particular version of the game. I'm assuming it just lowers their defense.
Ig.
Yep.
And Blizzard. Nice.
Okay, so what about here? You might want to heal your party because you're getting fucked.
Yeah, I know, but that's already set.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was my posture getting fucked. And my posterior, but not in the fun way. My ass is killing me. I'll be glad to wrap this up pretty soon. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just... I have a limit on how much I can sit on this damn chair anymore.
Yeah.
Sadaka is a bitch.
So the reason... So originally... Fry was supposed to increase the odds that you're able to steal from enemies, but it never actually worked because only one character can actually steal, and he's never in the party at the same time as Paul. So effectively, Cry was useless. And this version of the game looks like they've modified it such that it lowers the defense of the enemy.
Whoops.
But there are also versions of the game, like of the original Final Fantasy IV Super Nintendo. They just took it out entirely. So yeah, it's kind of weird. You should also. Oh yeah, this. I don't think I mentioned this, but if you come across the zombie enemy, you can also hurt zombies using cures.
Yeah, I noticed that with not every undead seems to be hurt by like healing magic. But...
No, only the zombie specifically does.
Come on. Yep. Hurry up. Okay. Sundara and Kira. Alright, well, at least we're leveling up fast enough.
They do. So they gain spells very quickly. They have spells that they will learn spells all the way up to like level 60 or so, but you're not going to have them for that long. They're here for a little while. But you're not going to have them till level 60. However, it is definitely possible to get like Palom to learn like Flare in this game if you level him up high enough.
Damn.
Yeah, so. But yeah, we found our old friend Tella here. Say hi, Tella.
It made him look way more badass than his sprite gives him credit for.
Well, we haven't gotten to the part of the game where that's depicted here.
I think he's looking for me.
Tella's going to be in your party for a fair bit.
Cool.
So you have a party full of magic users now. I would make sure they're all in the back row.
Right.
So I would. So what you want to do is change the order. Yeah, and then yeah, if you put it like that, then you can have 3 people in the back row.
Weird.
No, you're right. It
Yeah.
has to put it so that Palom and Tella are in the front line. No.
Yeah, but look
now,
look what's happening. How do I?
I know. It flips them. So you want to click on them then. Now move him down to the... Switch him with Cecil.
Oh, that's
Now take Tella and just drag him to the empty spot below. You can have two configurations here. You can either have 3 people up front or 3 people in the back.
all right.
And you can use the order thing to flip between the two and then move them around. Because you have 3 mages here, you're generally best having them all in the back.
Is it anything good they can?
You probably do have a feathered hat to give him. I don't think we got rid of that. Yeah. You might even have a rod to give him. I don't remember if we bought more. We do have a flame rod, so you might want to give him the flame rod. It's either best to give it to him or to Palom. One of the two. Just because, yeah. Alright. Yeah, remember the zombies. Cecil's gonna do absolutely nothing. So Cecil should attack the spirits.
Alright.
And I would have the other guys attack zombies.
So that should, in theory, fuck over the.
The zombies will die from that.
Yeah.
You might want to be careful not to waste too much of your magic on doing that, though. Hi, Just Troido. I see you there.
I call him Jay Troido. How you doing there, man?
Yeah. Yeah, see, now you're at the part of the mountain where Cecil struggles. He can't do shit in these battles.
Damn it.
Yeah, fire spells are very effective in them as well. Also, using the flame rod as an item will do something.
Fire.
Yeah, the flame rod as an item's free. But I would only use it on one at a time. It gets it's weak, but it also is a lot worse when you spread it out amongst 4 things at once.
Yeah. Jesus.
Casting actual fire is probably a little bit better.
Okay, down she goes.
Also, yeah. Down I go! Yeah, you might want to actually heal your own party at some point.
Well, we're fucked.
You could also consider running away. You are allowed to do that.
No! That is not the...
Because you're gonna waste a lot of Phoenix Downs at this rate.
Yeah, fuck it.
I would very seriously consider just escaping and healing. And then you use her magic to actually heal your guys. Alright, you're good.
That bodes poorly.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, good thing we'll be wrapping up pretty soon. Is there a place I can save?
Yeah, to the right.
Oh, just Lilith chilling. Neat.
Yeah. It counterattacks with an attack that can paralyze you. I don't remember if this one can also charm you or not. You gotta be careful of that. I think it just does paralyze.
All right, I think I'm in
Definitely
the.
use a tent here because you're gonna need all of your magic points.
Well, actually, I'm thinking of wrapping up here and
No,
except.
just trust me in this. There's like you want to do your boss fight in the cutscene before we stop here because you're right about you're about to, no save because we're about to fight a boss.
Right.
Now you have to be on the save point. Yeah. All right. There's only going to be a few minutes here, but there. Go up. Go try to go across the bridge. Just run. Don't even bother fighting them. Okay. So here's the thing. Something is making all these weird noises. What could it possibly be? It's Mount Ordeal. This is where we're at. Okay, Cecil can hurt Millen, or Scaramaglion, I mean, but he can't hurt the zombie, so use... However, he's going to counterattack you with lightning every time you hit him, so...
Okay, so what should I use?
Fire, like, especially Fire 2 from Tella. Yeah, Fyra. I don't know if he has that one yet, but... kill the zombies first.
Oh, okay.
Cecil should attack Scaramaglion, but you want to kill all the zombies first. So just use cure spells on them if you have to, but you can single target them. It'll deal more damage that way. Fyra on everything is also fine. You want to kill them as quickly as possible, and he's going to start using lightning bolts on you. And
Bitch fucking made. What the shit? Nice.
yeah. Yeah, so, like, you can also twin cast. That's an option.
What does that do?
So you'll just do it, and you'll find out. Just keep your party healed. They have special twin magic that they can only cast together.
I'm okay with this.
Alright. So now, yeah, fire spells are effective against him. He's gonna, and just like I said, keep healing your party aggressively. Yeah, I would use white magic and just use cure. Or no. You don't have to cure your whole party every time. It's more effective if you just single target it. Like, instead of healing everybody for a little, if you single target it, it will heal one person for a lot. Same thing with, like, instead of targeting every enemy, if you only target one enemy with the spell, it deals a lot more damage, so... yeah. I would use Twin Cast again, just fuck it. Alright, yeah. Let's just fire on him. You might want to have her heal you. Oh, yeah. I would have Tella use Cure 2 on everyone. Oh, he's dead. Do not cross the bridge.
Alright.
Go walk your ass back to the save point. So here's what you're gonna do. Open up, use a tent. No. Use the tent first. And for no reason in particular, go to your menu, and go to order, and then change it so that Cecil is in the back. Just move it to the left or right. No, don't move. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. No, you want Cecil to be in the back row and the others to be in the front row. Just no reason. Just do that.
All right.
Now save it. Now cross the bridge. Just run from this bitch. Surprise!
Back attack. Yay.
But we're prepared for this already.
Yeah, that's useful. So what do I do?
So yeah, you just attack him. Keep your team healed and just twin cast him. Twin cast is the best thing. No. Don't no. The twins should always be twin casting. That's fine. Just do that. Use Tella to just keep casting Cura on your entire.
Okay, but they're getting poisoned, so I don't want that.
Doesn't matter. Just use your white magic to Cura on your whole.
You're on everyone. Okay.
Yeah. They're gonna get poisoned. It's fine. This is what you want to keep doing. Just twin cast again. And then keep curing your party. This is the most effective way of killing him.
Nice.
There you go. You got it.
All right.
All right. We'll do the cutscene, and then that'll lead to the spot where you'll be good to do stuff off stream for a little bit. That's right. You just pushed him off the bridge, and he died.
How Disney parent of him.
All right. So there you go. You're at the top of Mount Ordeal. You can use. I think Tella knows Esna. Or you can use the antidotes, either way. This is important. You gotta pay attention to this dialogue.
You know if I'm gonna come out? What's up with the music?
The light called you my son.
So I'm Jesus.
There's something special. All right. Now remember, this whole battle here is about atonement. So, you are meant to take your beating without question. Do not attack him. Just defend. If you want, you can use white magic to cast Cura on yourself. Now remember that every time the Dark Knight uses darkness, he's actually depleting his own HP. So that's how darkness works. So it's kind of like a metaphor here. Like your old self is like, oh yeah, the reflection of the old you is you killing yourself by doing this. Whereas now you've become a paladin and breaking away from that pattern.
Okay.
That's right. So now we've gone from this
Yeah.
to this.
I had a feeling it would be on its back.
Cecil, redeemed paladin.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Just he happens
yeah.
to
Remember how
all...
Tella was this amazing sage? He just literally learned he relearned every spell he's ever known.
Nice.
He now knows every spell in the entire game. So he is redonkulously powerful. But the limitation is that he's an old man, and he doesn't have enough mana to actually cast the best spell he knows, which is Meteor. Like, Apollo and Porum are they kind of feel guilty because they're there for ulterior reasons they didn't tell you. All right, go to the save point and save. All right, you remember all that equipment we bought?
Yeah.
It was for Cecil's. You can put it on him now if you would like. Since he only has his sword equipped here, so you can give him the 3 things that we got him. And we got him a knight. You can give him a feathered hat too. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, well, hold on. Before you do that, go back and you want to change your order again because he's in the back row still. So yeah, change it. Now you can save it. So, you might want to fight a battle or 2 with him. He's at level 1 right now. Every time that he's gonna get into a battle, he's gonna level up like several. Now, instead of his sword being useless against these, Cecil's sword is super effective against these guys.
Oh. Oh.
And it will just get much more powerful levels up. Fyra against everything is fine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he knows everything.
He does.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. Yeah, you just gain 7 levels.
All right. Well, I guess I'll spend some time up here on the mountain and just grind like shit.
So, the other trick to know is that you get more experience if more party members are dead. So what a common tactic here is to intentionally off the other 3 party members and just have Cecil in this area alone for a while. You can get him up between level 20 and 30, and that's a really good way to cruise through the rest of the game.
Hell yeah. All right.
It's actually it's really fast. You'll gain levels battle just because he starts so low and he gains it so quickly.
Well, I've got a month to do this, so it's
yeah. It won't take that long. You can do it in like a half an hour. Actually, it's not bad.
All right. I think that's us. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So all I'm going to say is, Magicus, thank you so much for showing up. And do you have anything you want to promote? Link in the doobly-doo.
No, not particularly. I'm just hanging out, doing my thing, having fun. I haven't been playing a whole lot of Magic lately because 1, it's miserable, and 2, I've just kind of been busy. But I want to do a draft of the Final Fantasy sets. Maybe at some point in the next week or 2, I'll get around to that.
All right. Well, as for me, I've been a bit preoccupied the past few days, but like I said, tomorrow I might give you guys a live stream up at the Swagmans. No idea how long that will be or when that will be. For most of you Americans, it'll be pretty early in the day, but for me it'll be like the afternoon. So, the next time we do U.F.F. is probably with Chesh, and it is, if I'm right, the last Wednesday. I think that's our particular. Yeah. So so it's already
more Crisis Core.
More Crisis Core. We really got to finish that because we have so many other games. Like, because even after Final Fantasy VII's remake, she wants to tackle Kingdom Hearts remake, like the remaster of it. So, yeah, we'll be doing something like this in the future. And don't forget that this Sunday, Mickey Richards will be joining us for Bearded Ramblings.
I'm coming up on Bearded Ramblings like a week or 2 from now, aren't I?
You are on next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for showing up there, man. And,
of course.
Yeah. All right. So, see you.